All right, with half of the year gone, today I'm going to share with you the best releases of the year so far. From January through June, these are going to be the best fragrances that you will find in the market. If you're in the market for designer fragrances, this is it, guys. Stick around. The top 10 best releases of 2024 are up next. Welcome back to another video. 𝗥𝗿𝗄𝗏 here. If you do love to make a great and lasting impression, smelling good is halfway there. If you do smell good and you present yourself well, you're definitely going to make a great and lasting impression. The 10 fragrances I'm about to share with you will definitely help you do that. I'm going to kick things off here. You know, half of the year is gone already. The time you're watching this video is July. So from January through June, these were the best fragrances releases. In my opinion, if you're looking into designer counters, this is going to be the best of what's available to you. However, stick around. If you guys want to see my top niche fragrances, of course, that video will be coming up very soon here on the channel. Quick honorable mention here is going to go to this one right here from 𝗏𝗏𝗏. This is going to be Vetiver Musk at the honorable mention. Only one honorable mention in this video. The reason why this didn't make the list, higher up in the list, there are a couple tropical fragrances on this list that will also have this aromatic lavender kind of a vibe that will do much better for me than this one here. But if you do enjoy fragrances like Paradise Garden, if you like those fragrances that are aromatic, citrus, tropical, this is gonna be a great one for you to check out. And in fact, it is an honorable mention, but almost made the 10th spot. So at the 11th spot, or the honorable mention here for him, Vetiver Musk from 𝗏𝗏𝗏 at the 11th spot, if you will. Kicking off the list here at the 10th stop at the countdown, we're gonna go with this one here from Cerruti 1881. This is VIVO. This is a fragrance that I've actually been wearing quite a lot during the nighttime or cooler evenings, if you will, which we're not really getting much this year. It's been quite a heavy, hot summer. But this particular fragrance is apple, rum, some spices, definitely some lavender. It is rather aromatic and spicy in nature. It's a great fragrance for what it is. Not readily available here in the US. I actually had to source this from overseas. It is a new release, 2024. Of course, it's on this list. It is one of the top releases of the year. But this is a fragrance that perhaps you're not going to hear much about. It's one of those hidden gems. As the year progresses, as the weather gets cooler again towards the fall, this is something I'm really going to start wearing more and more again. And I think it's going to make a lot of my top lists for those times of the year, the cooler times of the year. Amazing fragrance. You have a sesame seed note in here in the heart, which brings this nutty kind of a feel. There's saffron, leather, vetiver, rum, like I talked about, boozy, spicy, warm. Absolutely fantastic. At the 10th spot, guys, don't snooze on this one. Great release for the year. In fact, stay tuned. I have a full review of this one coming up very soon here on the channel. At the 9th spot, here's a fragrance. It's a flanker, I believe the third flanker from this collection. It's going to be Burberry Hero Parfum. This is a fragrance that if you do spray it off the bat here, off the sprayer, the initial introduction is going to be a little bit weird. Almost not quite licorice, but it's going to have almost that licorice kind of a vibe. It's going to be a little bit sharp, very spicy, somewhat sweet, but not sickly sweet. But let me tell you, this stuff here on skin sings. It's an incredible fragrance, more for early spring and definitely fall. Incredible for the fall season. Resinous, spicy, warm, woody. There's a cedar note here, very woody, gorgeous cedar note. If you do enjoy your woody, spicy fragrances, I suggest definitely checking this one out. Get a decant, try it on skin, go to your general or your department store, try this on. I'm telling you, it has grown on me, phenomenally, but it's one that, again, just like the one before, I'm gonna be rocking more towards the, cooler seasons of the year. But definitely a great release. I love what they did here. This is very nice, modern with some classic components and some sharp and resinous. There's elemi, I believe here. There's resins. Very nice fragrance. You even get like a pine needle kind of a situation going on. That's the kind of stuff I like for the cool season here where I am in New York. So an incredible scent, not more of the same, which is exactly what I'm talking about here in this list. Perhaps giving you guys things that are off the beaten path will definitely get you guys smelling incredible and give you guys that special edge, will make you stand out from the crowd. So this is definitely one of them, not more of the same. Great stuff from Burberry. This is what I like to see from designer brands, to think outside the box a little bit. At the 9th spot, Burberry Hero Parfum. Coming in at number 8, we have one from Givenchy, and Givenchy always delivers classy, modern, elegant, sophisticated fragrances. This is Givenchy Society Eau de Parfum Intense Extrême. This is their newest one from this year. Absolutely incredible. Wow, this is a wow type scent. Opens up minty, at the same time creamy with the semi-lipsticky vibe here, which you'll get from the iris combination and the coffee. There's a green coffee note here that's absolutely fantastic. If you do enjoy coffee in your fragrances, which I do, this is an amazing fragrance. I think this is great, of course, again, for fall and spring, but potentially you could actually rock this as a signature scent because it's not overly anything. It's very well balanced, very well put together. You could rock this all year long as your signature scent if you're looking for one. An absolutely outstanding fragrance. Vetiver is very predominant here as well, which adds earthiness, you know, dimension, volume, texture to the fragrance, along with that coffee. That mint goes away. It gets creamier, woodier, spicier. Absolutely fantastic fragrance at the 8th spot. Guys, don't snooze on this one. One of the best of the years for a reason. Incredible what they did here with this collection. I hope they continue with the Society, but most importantly with the Gentleman line, you know, giving us more intricate, elaborate, and incredible smelling scents just like this one. Next up at number 7, this is another yet hidden gem here on the channel. This is a fragrance that I talked about, you know, with you guys in my first impressions video. It's a brand new release, of course, from 2024. At the 7th spot, I give you 𝗕𝗘𝗏𝗏. This is really him. What an outstanding fragrance. This is going to be a woody, spicy fragrance with a gorgeous note of Palo Santo here, which I absolutely adore. It's one of my favorite woody notes. It gives you this creamy, earthy, an elegant feel to the fragrance. I love Palo Santo in fragrances. I think it's one of those, you know, imperial woody type notes. And I think if it's paired up correctly with the right accords and notes, it becomes just outstanding. That's what they did here. There's a metallic / mineral vibe to the scent. It's absolutely wearable. Something that you could, again, just like I talked about the Society before here, this is another one that potentially you could rock as a signature scent. Very versatile, easy to wear, dress up or dress down. You're gonna smell incredible. Love what they did here. This is really him. I go as far as saying it is my favorite from the line thus far. This is him as a great one for cooler weather, but this is an all year round, versatile, incredible, elegant, sophisticated, compliment inducing, amazing, guys. At the 7th spot, says 𝗕𝗘𝗏𝗏. This is really him. Don't snooze on this one. Coming in at number 6, we all know that the elixirs are very in right now. Brands are releasing more and more elixir flankers, sometimes even 2 per year. That was the case here with this brand. The brand is Hugo Boss, of course. Last year we had Hugo Boss Bottle Elixir. This year we had Elixir Triumph or Triumph Elixir. And of course, the scent line had the elixir, which I talked about here on the channel. I believe I did a full review for you guys on this one here, comparing to the other scents from the line. This is definitely in my top favorites, not only from the Descent collection, but also from Hugo Boss, and definitely in my top 3 favorite elixirs of all time, up to date. Incredible stuff here. This, when you look at the note breakdown, it's going to give you nothing but 3 notes: chili pepper, lavender, and sandalwood. But this is so much more. There's so much more going on here. I do get so much spiciness going on top of that chili pepper. There's also cardamom here. This stuff screams off your skin. It's one of those very intricate, complex scents that will definitely get you smelling amazing. It's going to get people asking what you're wearing. It gets a little bit powdery and to dry down, but it's also one of those scents that, to me, it's like modern meets classic to perfection. They took a lot of the aromatic essence. I believe there's geranium here, lavender. I get a lot of old school classic feel in the heart, but also you have a lot of sweetness here. There's vanilla, all the spices that we talked about. You get a very nice creamy dry down. I believe that Maninka fruit, which is very common with this collection, is definitely present here, giving this fragrance a very unique feel to it. Guys, don't snooze on Hugo Boss, this scent. This is a great line. Magnetic is my favorite from this line, and this one here a close second. With Magnetic, you get like chocolatey kind of a feel, which is incredible for the cool weather, fall and winter. But this one here, absolutely outstanding, and another one that will shine more in cooler situations, but potentially, if you control the sprayers, you can actually rock this also as a signature scent. Definitely the most wearable / mature or well put together or quote unquote refined from the scent Hugo Boss that you guys should definitely consider checking out. Before I hop into the 5 top choices of the best releases of designers 2024, I want to let you know that you can try all fragrances on this list, all 11 fragrances I talked about here. Actually, I'm going to talk about a little bit more than 11, but needless to say, the point I'm trying to drive home here is that you can try thousands of fragrances to choose from, designers, niche, indie, it doesn't matter, of course. Parfum.com, you know it. You know by now that it's the best place to try it before you buy it. Get yourself a decant, carry with you, wear it whenever you want. Really live and love the scent. When you guys are ready to commit to a full bottle, then you go ahead and purchase the bottle without having to blind buy. I blind buy so you don't have to. So guys, check out Parfum.com. Enjoy my code MAX12. Get 12% off site-wide. All details below, including the bottles, of course, best possible price. With the respective codes will be listed below to keep you in the know and make your life easier. But let's continue here with the countdown. Coming in at number 5, this is going to be a surprise for me, but this is a fragrance that's growing on me more and more. In fact, You know, besides the elixir that's very in right now, what's also very in is the Le Parfum scent profile or slash concentration. There's a lot of brands releasing Le Parfums, and of course the elixirs, but here's a Le Parfum that really impressed me. I did a first impression for you guys, and we're going to talk about this right now as one of the best releases at the Fit Spot. This is Prada Ocean Luna Rossa Le Parfum. Try saying that 5 times fast. Guys, this is a great scent. Sprays are beastly on this. And Prada is synonym of having this really intricate and elaborate soapy, refined soapy, clean kind of a vibe with their fragrances. This one here is not going to give you much of that. This is going to be a very nice, woody, spicy, aromatic type scent. I get lavender here, I get spices like cardamom on top, tons of pepper notes. It's very peppery, very spicy, very woody, very aromatic. But get this, as it gets warmer and gets to the dry down, it's going to give you a feel of a discontinued fragrance. And get this, I do get a very prominent leather slash tobacco vibe to this fragrance, especially from the heart into the dry down, which will dry down very similar to Mugler Aman Pure Havane. If you're familiar with that discontinued fragrance, which was a tobacco, like a sweet pipe tobacco type of a fragrance, that fragrance was incredible. This one here in the dry down will have nuances that fragrance, not as sweet, not as heavy on the tobacco, but you're definitely going to get some slight tobacco nuances with leather undertones. Really loving this one here. It's really growing on me. I think it's going to be perfection for the fall coming up in the next few months, but nevertheless, an incredible fragrance, really good performance as well. Guys, check this one out. In my opinion, one of the best. In fact, they released a new one right now, which is a re-release or reintroduction of the Sport Prada Luna Rossa that I'll be talking to you guys about very soon. But so far, guys, one of the best Luna Rossas in the market today, and definitely one of the top releases of the year so far. This honestly could have made higher on the list, but I really enjoy this fragrance. It's something that I've been wearing quite a lot. It made my top summer list of 2024 designers. So it is on the 4th spot here for a reason, but it's not my favorite fragrance of the year so far. It's definitely higher, as you're gonna see here in the 4th spot, but perhaps it gets a little bit overhyped, slightly overhyped, maybe because it's really hard to find here in the US. It is good though. It's going to be Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Paradise Garden. I really enjoy this one. Of course, it's at the 4th spot. It's a very green scent, very aromatic with the tropical nuances of the coconut slash fig vibe. It is incredible. It's very nice. It's gonna get you smelling amazing. It's gonna be a compliment pooler type of a scent. There's no two ways about it. It is great. The problem is it's hard to find here in the US. It's not readily available at any department store. Most likely you have to find this when it populates and pops up at discounters, which is a problem, and it goes in and out of stock pretty quickly, and it fetches up a pretty penny, sometimes even higher than retail, which I would say right now, don't pay higher than retail for this. It is good, it is amazing, but come on guys, it's a tropical, woody, aromatic scent. That's it. It's very good. It's great for the season, summer, spring, absolutely. You could wear this as a signature scent, although I wouldn't. It's not, the type of scent that I would rock as a signature scent. I do enjoy the dry down part of this fragrance incredibly well because to me, it's very similar in the dry down to a very green fig leaf kind of a fragrance I used to wear back in the late 90s, early 2000s, which is 𝗕𝗏𝗏 Good Life. I talked to you guys about this when I did a full review on this one. Needless to say, it is a really good release, one of the best of the years. That's why it's at the 4th spot. But again, don't go crazy paying retail, or above retail, I should say. Retail is okay. Above retail, no way. Don't waste your money. It is a nice coconut, sweet, tropical, aromatic type scent that is just amazing for this time of the year. But there's other options I'm sharing with you guys. A lot of options here. If you do like this and you want to get something a little bit similar but greener and woodier, go with this one here. That was my honorable mention for this video, which will give you that great tropical aromatic vibe as well, including the next one I'm about to share with you here right now at the 3rd spot, which also will have a really nice modern meets classic, which will have this tropical and traditional kind of a vibe. Of course, this is another hidden gem that I don't hear anyone talking about. This is one of the best releases of the year, bar none, from the house of Calvin Klein, which I really haven't talked about on this channel much, especially when it comes to best release of the year. This is definitely one of them, guys. Eternity for Man Aromatic Essence. We're talking about aromatic fragrances. That's absolutely what you're gonna get here. This is incredible, guys. That's simple as that. One word to describe it, incredible. This is a fragrance that a lot of people will sleep on. Granted, you can't really find this in discounters. For some reason, I believe there's an exclusivity to this fragrance to maybe Boscov's. I think one of the department stores has exclusivity to this fragrance, hence the fact that you can't really find this at discounters. But I'm telling you right now, if you enjoy Paradise Garden, if you enjoy Narciso Rodriguez Vetiver Musk, if you like that aromatic essence with the lavender, some of the classic components, but with the tropical infusion of coconut, fig, that very fruity blast that's almost mouth-watering and also very wearable, great for compliments. You're gonna get that here. Although between the three, this is going to be the more mature one because it's gonna have heavier, classy components such as the lavender, which is a little bit amplified with this one. Some of the other notes here: cardamom, patchouli, cedar. It is a bomb of a fragrance, long-lasting, again, in the same wheelhouse as Paradise Garden, just a little bit more mature. An absolute stellar fragrance at the third spot, guys. This is amazing. Coming in at number 2, this is a little hard to find. This is also another fragrance that comes in and out of stock quite often when you do find it. This is another one that you're not gonna find at your department store. You're gonna have to get it at discounters or websites that do carry designer fragrances, such as 𝗏𝗏𝗏, of course, the partner of this channel, or Frag Flax. So those are the sites, and again, I'm gonna have this listed below if it's available right now, but it goes in and out of stock quite fast. Not cheap, exclusive to the Dubai market. Of course, you should know I'm talking about Armani Stronger With You Tobacco. They release a new one every year. Oud Leather Tobacco was the latest one. I have to say, leather has always been my favorite, but this one here is really growing on me. I actually did, oh, it's so good. I actually did a full review on this one, and I compared it to the other ones from the line, talked about the full line. Go check that video. I'm gonna pop it up here if you haven't seen that video. This is an incredible fragrance. Opens up, a little boozy, a little spicy. Definitely warm, very seductive, very attractive, incredible for night outs, romantic settings, fall, winter, early spring, summertime. It will be calming because it's very sweet and very spicy, but the dry down is just absolutely magical. It's woody, it's spicy, it's warm, it's cozy, it's cocooning, inviting, incredible for compliments. An amazing fragrance. I have to say, this is giving leather, Stronger With You leather, a run for its money. I'm hard pressed to say that it's a close favorite for me right now. Definitely gonna feature this in my top fall this year. Most likely, you're gonna see a lot of this fragrance on my lists. Amazing stuff, guys. Stronger With You Tobacco, one of the best fragrance releases of the year. Some of the other notes here, of course, a lot of the stuff that you find with Stronger With You DNA and scent profile, like the roasted chestnut, creamy, some of the warm, spicy components, chili pepper up top, cardamom, Sichuan pepper, black pepper. It's a very spicy fragrance. The tobacco here is done to perfection. You have some ambery, spicy and resinous notes in the dry down. Absolutely phenomenal. And last but not least, one of the highlights, number 1 spot. Let me get a drum roll. Definitely the best, I should say, release of the year, but also it came in a collection. It came in a set from the House of Guerlain, which you guys know they are one of the trendsetters when it comes to, I like to call Guerlain a niche's niche brand, just like, for example, watches. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is like the watchmaker's watch brand. They came up with a collection this year of, a set of fragrances, 3 new releases. That was the Parfum collection. I did a full review on this whole line for you guys. Of course, they had the Ideal Parfum, which is an amazing semi-gourmand, vanilla, boozy notes, spicy, warm. Could have easily made this list. Of course, they had the vetiver, which I'm biased to say because I love vetivers. It's one of my favorite notes in perfumery. An amazing job they did on this one. It was very close to my number 1, favorite release of the year so far. This whole line is incredible. If you guys haven't tried this one, this whole collection, this line of Parfum releases, you guys are truly missing out. But my number 1 spot will go to this one here, Habit Rouge Parfum 2024 release. This is a masterpiece in the making. Guys, I love what they did here. In fact, this is a lot of famous people out there, signature scent. Not this one in particular, but the original Habit Rouge happens to be the actual signature scent of Keith Richards, the guitar player of Rolling Stones, which I love, one of my favorite bands, rock bands. In actuality, Habit Rouge, the original, is actually Thierry Wasser's, the brand's creative director. That's his signature scent. But what they did here is they took that scent profile and embellished with some modern components, making it even better, making that classic scent profile and style modern and just very appealing, and I would say more youthful. This is sweeter. It's definitely going to retain that classiness that you get with that chypre slash leathery and spicy and warm feel that you get with the original Habit Rouge. The original Habit Rouge, it starts off more citrus than this one does, of course. There's a blast of citrus with the Brazilian rosewood, woody infusion, the oak moss, the guirlandade, which is very, common to the scent profile of Guerlain's. But this one here, they added a note of rum, giving this booziness to the fragrance, and of course, the leathery touches. This is, like I said, guys, a masterpiece. My favorite release of the year so far, for a reason. If you guys haven't tried this one, do yourself a favor, get a decant, rock this fragrance. If you love classic meets modern, this is perfection. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the best 10 releases, designers of 2024. So far, of course, there's still the second half of the year. And of course, at the end of the year, I'm gonna bring you guys my favorite releases, period, of the year. And of course, my favorite discoveries. Let me know in the comments, what did I miss? What other fragrances you guys thought or think should have been here in this list? Please drop your comments below. Love to read your comments and start conversation in the comment section. Of course, everything will be listed to make your life easier, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys appreciate the channel, what I do here, please don't forget to share your support. All I ask is for you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit that bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. And of course, I will see you right back here with another video very soon. Take care.